Hello, my name's Steve. This is my business partner, Austin. And today we're going to look at a very unknown type of thing that you can also handle in your Google Business Profile agency. And that is spam fighting. And what exactly is that? That is actually getting rid of or correcting businesses that are fraudulently appearing in spots they shouldn't. And I don't know if you guys are aware, there's a couple of different places that are selling this kind of agency, and they cost a lot of money to buy their course. I think it's several $1,000s, but they basically talk about starting fake agencies. So, Myrtle Beach landscaper, they would be a fake landscaper who's getting leads. And then what they do, they get these leads, and of course, they don't do landscaping at all, but they sell them to these other companies. And if you catch any of those, if you can tell, like, where you are located, that this company doesn't exist, and I'm assuming all these do exist, so I'm not trying to pick on any of these. I'm sure that they do. But as you go towards the bottom, you might see some of those fake listings, and you can definitely report those to Google. Another thing that's pretty common with the spamming is they'll have Myrtle Beach landscaper.com, and not that that's a bad keyword name. It is actually a good keyword name, but they usually have it so that the keywords are matched up perfectly, and they don't even do it at all. So they're not landscapers. So that's something you can, if you find that, and let's say they're in the top three, and there's a business that's number 4. If you can call that business that's number 4 and say, hey, I can get you up to number 3, and charge this much money, however much you think you can get for it, and when you get to 3, I'll bill you the $5,000 for that. Whatever it might be to whoever's paying that. There's certain businesses where that would be no problem at all to pay in certain areas. So you might want to do it as a one-time payment, or you just might want to, make it a monthly. You can decide. But Google's algorithm isn't perfect, and they sometimes miss the spammy listings. Sometimes they're super super strict, and sometimes they let people get away with stuff that I don't know how it happens. But UPS stores, virtual offices, residential address that are listed as commercial are all things that that they cannot do unless they actually have, like, people come to the house or whatever. So those are all things to look out for. And it matters to the client in a big way because it's hurting their business. I'm going to turn it over to Austin to take over from here. Maybe I'll jump back in.
Okay, there's some ways to find spam listings. Just look up the main keyword plus city. Google Myrtle Beach landscaper, Dirty Myrtle as they call it. Just look for the business names are like, obviously, like, they kind of just stuff a bunch of stuff in there. I don't really. It's kind of hard to point out because I don't think. But you can check the address and see on Google Street View to see if there's like anything there, like if it goes to McDonald's or something. Here, I'll try right now. Some medieval times. Okay, let's see. Oh my goodness, this is a disaster. Was it? It was 3015. Where did it go? Okay, I'm gonna pretend this is the place I was meaning to go, but I don't think it really was. See, if I saw this, I'd be like, this could possibly be a place where a landscaper would be. And I wouldn't question it. Just look for listings with no site, no reviews, like suspicious review patterns, like it's all submitted within 15 minutes. You can even see the suggested suggest an edit history if possible. There are some tools to use, like obviously Google Maps and Street View, but there's something called PyPurge GPP tools, and then GMB Spies, which will show you the extensions. Here I found the place I was looking for. Is that not just the place I was at? Okay. Well, I can buy there was a landscaping place in this building, so I'm not. It looks like the truck's even up front. So you can report it and fight it by suggesting an edit on the listing. Flag the name, address, or category. Use the Google Business redressal form for more serious violations. You can also flag fake reviews, and make sure you screenshot everything for evidence before Google takes it all down. We showed screenshots last video. If you didn't see it, then just go back. Just no, Google can take some days, so days to weeks even. Google's kind of, so I don't know about Google customer service. I'll just say that.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need to report it multiple times because it's just like that. Community edits from multiple users also carry more weight, so if you can ask people to like report it, then you might be able to get it. You can include a spam audit as part of your package. Like, say we're gonna look over all these businesses and see which ones can get out of here. Even there's some that are real businesses but shouldn't be at their keywords. Like, you can find that all the time. I might not be able to find it right now because landscaping, these all seem legitimately landscapers. But yeah, there's sometimes where you find it and it's like nothing to do with. I guess this is a landscaper. Maintenance is kind of generic. Yeah, sometimes you can find places where they don't really belong for their keyword. And yeah, you can offer that as part of your package. Just say we'll look over these other places and see what we can do to get them off. A lot of agencies don't do this because it's not like that fun, or sometimes it feels even mean. It's not mean if they're actually scamming the system. But that's how you can get. It's one way you can get ahead is by offering, say, we do this, no one else does this. Anyways,
Yeah, I mean, and it's just for an agency. We would do this, and it makes us look more viable to the clients that we know how to do these things that most other people don't know how to do. And like I said, there's a course out there. I'm not gonna single out the person who sells it, but it's very, very expensive. In fact, it may even be like 5,000 to get the course. Now that I think through, and he basically is telling people to fake like you work in a certain section, yet you own a business there, and when you get the leads in, you call the other businesses and you sell them these leads. So that's definitely happening out there, and if it's happening where you're trying to get business, that's an excellent way for you to tack on some more money onto the amount you were charging. That's all I got for today. Um, and we appreciate you watching. We'd also appreciate if you could give us a like and subscribe. We don't ask for it often, but we're new, and we could definitely use some help with that. Thanks. We'll see you tomorrow.